ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה. ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Temple Har Shalom, here in the beauty of our sanctuary as we are still celebrating the wonderful harvest festival of Sukkot, which is why the bima is decorated in such beautiful fall colors. But most importantly, we are here to celebrate a very special life cycle event, as Ben will be called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. He will lead us in our worship service, and we're looking very much forward to your full participation in our service, because in no way is this a performance. This is truly a communal event. So when we read English, please read together with us. When we read Hebrew, feel free to read with us. And certainly when we're singing, we love to hear your voices. So in order to follow along, please make sure you all have a prayer book in the front row. They're under the seats. Otherwise, they're all in front of you. They are called the Mishkan Tefillah. And even if you are unfamiliar with our worship service, there will be Hebrew, there is transliteration, and English, and you can follow along as Ben leads us. Now, the very first thing which must happen before Ben takes his place here is that he needs to be physically marked as a bar mitzvah. And that means that every young man or young woman that comes to the pulpit has to be enwrapped in what is called a talit, or a prayer shawl. It happens for the first time when they become a bar mitzvah, and then it is an honor to wear one each and every time after that. What makes the prayer shawl a religious garment is not necessarily the cloth that it's made of, but the four corners. And on all four corners are knotted strings. They are knotted 613 times to remind us of the 613 commandments that we find in the Torah. So if you thought there were only 10, you have another 603 to go. The talit which Ben is about to receive from his dad is one they made together, and they literally tied those knots, those tzitzit. So it is very meaningful that I will call Lloyd up now, together with Ben. Come take your place. And to put your talit on. Ben, as you stand there with your dad, just repeat these words. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Eloheinu melech ha'olam.
Eloheinu melech ha'olam.
Asher kidshanu.
Asher kidshanu.
B'mitzvotav.
B'mitzvotav.
Vitzivanu.
Vitzivanu.
Lehit atef.
Lehit atei.
B'tzitzit.
Batzitzi.
And we thank God for the privilege of enwrapping ourselves in the talit. Amen. All right, say goodbye. You'll see him soon. And you come right here, and you can welcome everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining us over our live webcast. And in preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is an electronic-free space, and we request that you turn your cell phones to the off position. I have worked long and hard to reach this day, and I'm grateful for your presence. I hope that you will be attentive, considerate, and will fully participate in our worship. Like the generations before me, I have prepared to take my place as a bar mitzvah. Today I participate in my first adult Jewish life cycle event. I am now committed to the mitzvot and the teachings of our tradition. I pray that I may always understand my responsibility as a Jew to show love to my family, kindness to the world around me, and maintain a connection with my people and her land of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu yehigianu lazman hazeh. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, creator of the world, which gives us life, sustains us, and enables us to reach this time.
And I'm going to invite everyone to please turn to page 338. Just stay right here. That's beautiful.
Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha Od Yehalelucha Selah. Ashrei Ha'am Shekachalo. Ashrei Ha'am She'Adonai Elohav Tehila LeDavid Aromimcha Elohai HaMelech Va'avarha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed Bechol Yom Avarhecha Va'ahalela Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed Gadol Adonai Umhulal Me'od Ve'lig Dulato In Heker Dor Ledor Yishabach Ma'asecha Hadar Sidecha Hadicha V'divrei Niflotecha Asicha Ve'ezuz Norotecha Yomeru Ugdulata Asaprena Zeherav Tuvacha Yabi'u Vitzid Kata Yiranenu Hanun Verachum Adonai Erech Apayim Ugdal Hased Tov Adonai Lakol Rahamav Al Kol Ma'asa Yoducha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha V'hasidecha V'yevarchucha.
Page 343.
There are times when the love of God burns so powerfully within your heart that the words of prayer seem to rush forth, quickly and without deliberation. At such times it is not you yourself who speak. Rather, it is through you that the words are spoken.
On page 344, it begins a prayer known as the prayer. It is central to our service, and therefore we rise and remain standing through its entirety. You can follow along as we go to pages 350.
Adonai.
Adonai Sefatai Tifta Ufia Gite Latecha Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu V'Elohei Avotenu V'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak V'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel V'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Va'anora El Yom Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'Konei Kol V'Zoher Hastei Avod V'Imod Umevi Gula Livnev Nehem Lama'an Shemo Be'ava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagain Baruch Atah Adonai Magain Ham Ve'ezrat Sarah.
Page 348.
Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh Akol Ata Rav Lehoshia Mashiva Ruach Umorid Hagashem Mechalkel Hayim Behesed Mechayeh Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofe Olim Umatir Asurim Umkayem Emunato Lishene Afar Michamocha Baal Giverot Umedom Elah melech emi u'machaye u'matzmiach yeshua v'ne'eman ata l'chayot hakol Baruch ata Adonai mechaye hakol.
We read responsively on page 349.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good and not evil.
You are the source of life and blessing. Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling. Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom. Help us to free the captive.
You are the hope in death as in life. Help us to keep faith when those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good.
For blessing and not for curse, for life and not death, for abundance and not want. Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol.
Page 350.
Yai la 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 la, ya la 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 la, yai la 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 la, la la, nikadesh et shimcha ba'olam. כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וכרוז אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ, כבודו, אדיר אדירנו, Adonai Adonenu, Madir Shimcha B'chol haaretz, Baruch Kivod Adonai Mimkomo, Echad Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu, Moshienu v'yashmienu b'rachamav le'nei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohayich Tzion, v'dor v'ador. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
And you may all be seated. We continue responsively on page 353.
For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and hands, we give praise.
For the peace in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For the gift of Shabbat, which renews us for life, we offer blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
We continue on the top of page 354. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, V'amecha Yisrael utfilatam, B'yahava tikabel uti v'ratzon tamid, Avodat Yisrael, Amecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamachaziz Shechinato L'Tzion.
Page 355, we continue responsively.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer to life, to peace, and to joy.
May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, and worth in our study of Torah.
Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve life well.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. And for our prayer of thanksgiving, page 357.
For the gift of our souls, for the promise of our lives, for all we are and all we might yet become, for the creative seed sown within our minds, whose nurturing can yield a grand harvest. For all these gifts we thank you, O God, and pray that we prove ourselves worthy.
May our lives be ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need. May we use our gifts wisely and with love, true messengers of blessing to the world.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lahodot.
We continue with Shalom Rav on the top of the next page, 358.
That's it.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Ki atom lechadon lechol hashalom. Ki atom lechadon lechol hashalom. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. V'tov b'einecha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol id v'chol sha'al b'shlomecha. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
And I'd like to invite you to join me, please, as we read our prayer for peace. Page 358. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever, for you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-mevarech et amo Yisrael, ba-shalom. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. And indeed, peace and shalom are the ultimate gift that all of us pray for on Shabbat. Peace of mind, peace of body, peace of soul, peace within our homes, peace within our communities, and peace within our world. As I know each and every person here this afternoon understands that it is also one of the most elusive prayers. But as Ben has been teaching us today, we can find peace within ourselves when we work hard and stand up and be counted, even when it's not the most comfortable place or the chosen place that we'd want to be today. We learn too from him that if we want a more peaceful world and want to help others, then we've got to get out there and volunteer And you're going to hear how he does that as well. And we learned from Ben and his family that if you want peace in a community, you need to be part of a community. You need to support a community. And for that, we are most grateful to have the entire family as part of our community. And if we want peace in the world, well, we adults have to wait for Ben and his generation, because we're not doing such a wonderful job. But we can have hope that there will be better times ahead, because our young people are learning how to stand up. So we pause for a few moments of our own personal and private meditation, a time to say thank you for our blessings and to think just how we might be able to help bring shalom into the world.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love we have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one.
A highlight of our service is when we take the Torah from the ark, pass it from generation to generation, and then allow Ben to actually carry the Torah throughout the congregation, proudly showing others how he has accepted Torah as his own. So I invite you to please turn to page 364. It is a pleasure to welcome forward Ben to take your place. Come on up, Ben. And your parents and your grandparents as well, who will stand next in one long line. And to open the ark doors, it's an honor to call forward Tommy and Nick. And I would ask everyone to rise, please.
Ki mitzion titzei Torah, Ki mitzion titzei Torah, udivar Adonai Yerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol
You may all be seated. Well, once again, Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to Temple Har Shalom, and this very special day for Ben and his family. Perhaps many of you were here just a few short years ago when William was called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. I don't know how it feels to the family, but to me it feels like it went by like that. And it truly is an honor and a privilege to be here to share this afternoon with you all. I want to talk for a moment about our Torah portion for two important reasons. One, it gives Ben a minute to catch his breath after that long walk. And of course, he was carrying a very heavy object. And also to give him a few minutes just to look out, Ben, maybe even smile, and appreciate all those that have come here today to be with you. We realize that what we ask of our children is immense. And sometimes it is hard to imagine that they are able to arise to the occasion. Because truly, what 13-year-old wants to spend so much time and energy learning how to chant from Torah, lead prayers, and then have to stand up not only in front of family, but in front of peers and friends and show what you have learned. Ben, I hope you know how much we appreciate what you've put in to being here today, and we don't take it for granted. The only one I noticed that's chanting more than you is your mom, because she actually sat in on every lesson practically, and I noticed she can mouth the words almost as well as you can, and I've been enjoying that, Elizabeth, very much. So Ben is wondering, what's all the fuss about? Why a bar mitzvah? And what about his portion? Well, he has an honor that no one else gets. It only happens once a year, and it's happening this afternoon because tomorrow starts a very special holiday on our Jewish calendar. It is known as Simchat Torah, or joy in the Torah. And where do we get our joy? From turning it and turning it and turning it again, meaning we reread it and we reread it. And we've been doing this for thousands of years. And Ben gets to start the Torah all over again. It is an amazing honor, and it is very well deserved. Yes, because he's worked hard for it. But Ben, I don't think you realize I did learn a little more about you just by schmoozing before we came out, that tonight is not only your bar mitzvah, but there's a big ball game. Yes. And we decided that it was truly fate that we're all together in a sanctuary because they could use a few prayers. Every little bit will help those Yanks, right? But more importantly, where did baseball begin? In Ben's Torah portion. You ready for this, Ben? The Torah opens with your first word, Bereshit, in the big inning. All right, I'm going to give you all time to think about that. In the big inning. Yes? All right. Well, one can always have fun with Torah in Hebrew or in English, but in truth, it is the creation story, and it is a new beginning. And in truth, Ben, for you tonight, represents a new beginning too, because your status changes in the Jewish world. It is not as if we are giving you your own apartment and the car keys, but you are becoming adult-like according to Jewish tradition. This is a new stage because now your family has led you to this moment, and from this point forward, it is up to you to carry it through. Meaning, not to be just a fan of the Jewish people, but to be a player with the Jewish people. And to be a player means that you are active, that you volunteer, that you give tzedakah and help others, that you have a caring heart, and that you have a quiet calm. Because life can be pretty energetic and bring about many challenges, and your quiet calm will serve you well and all of us. So Ben, I want to thank you for being a player tonight. I hope that your Yanks will be on the winning team, but you're on our winning team. And tonight you are our star player. And we want to thank you. We want to thank you. You're not pinch hitting tonight. You're about to hit a home run, and I would say a grand slam, by beginning the Torah and reminding us of where we come from and the hopes that we have in where you'll be going. Ben created his talit that he is wearing. He also created this beautiful yad with his Hebrew name, Benjamin, and it was created for this occasion. The reason being that we never touch the Torah with our fingers that are oily because it can destroy the print. So we always use a silver yad, which literally is a silver pointer hand to help us read. Now, before Ben chants, there are those who are going to bless. So for our first Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Uncle Matt and Nana Ricky.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Baruch le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'anu mikol ha'amin v'nan latanu at Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'haaretz hayta tohu vavohu v'choshech al pnei tehom v'ruach Elohim mrahefet al pnei hamayim vayomer Elohim yehi or vayhi or vayikra Elohim et haor ki tov Vayavdel Elohim ben haor uven hachoshech vayikra Elohim laor yom lachoshech kara laila vayhi erev vayhi voker yom echad.
Beautiful, beautiful first day. You can leave it, God. Blessing after you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam lato b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Well, give him a hug. Go ahead. Beautiful job. Stay with us right here. Thank you. Come right over on this side. And now, Ben, it's a pleasure to welcome forward your parents for their second Aliyah.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bakar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim, Yehi Rakia, B'toch hamayim, V'hi mavdil ben mayim lamayim, Vayas Elohim, Et harakia, Vayavdel ben hamayim, Asher mitachat larakia, Uvein hamayim, Asher me'al larakia vayhichen vayikra Elohim larakia shamayim vayhi-erev vayhi-voker yom sheni.
Beautiful. Wow.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov. Give him a hug. Thank you so much. And for our third Aliyah, it's an honor to welcome forward William, who stood here not so many years ago.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayomer Elohim, Yikavu hamayim, mitachat hashamayim, el makom echad, v'tera'eh hamayim, vayhichen, vayikra Elohim, layabasha eret, u'mikveh hamayim, kara yamim, vayar Elohim ki tov.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And now Will actually has the honor of calling forward Ben, well, you must stay right there, officially as a bar mitzvah, as he earned the honor to do so.
Ya'amod Benyamin Shir Om Ben Libel Le'echvod haTorah haBar Mitzvah.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amin, natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayomer Elohim, Tache haaretz deshe, Isev mazri yazera eitz peri, O sepri lumino, asher zar ovo al haaretz vayhichen, vatotze haaretz deshe, Isev mazri yazera luminehu, O sepri eitz O sepri, Asher zar ovo liminehu, vayar Elohim ki tov, vayhi erev, vayhi voker, yom shlishi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov, Ben. Mazel tov. We'll take this from you. You can congratulate your brother again. He'll go back to his seat, and you're going to talk to him. Walk again, please. Yeah, you can go back to your seat. Step down for a minute. Okay. 1 minute. Come on up. Get closer. Oh, yeah. Here, come stand here with your mom and your dad. I'm just going to cover the top.
Ben, we are so proud of you and all that you have accomplished here today. You've worked so hard these past few years learning Hebrew and Torah. It's important to both your dad and I that you have decided to embrace the Jewish heritage of your father. While I never technically converted, I've embraced both the Jewish culture and Judaism during the 20 plus years together with your dad, and also during Will's experience becoming a bar mitzvah 5 years ago. With you, my curiosity grew and my commitment to raise you Jewish became stronger. Learning about your Torah portion and spending time with Cantor Berman each week have been an added bonus. Ben, you have been dedicated to your various mitzvah projects, and I know the experiences have taught you lots about caring for others. And watching you read to the poor abandoned dogs that are stuck in their crates, I see the compassion you have and your love for animals. In your involvement with the Cure for IBD, I see your curiosity in learning more about this disease that affects Patty and several other people you know. Ben, you are a dichotomy of sorts. You are quiet, shy, and introverted, yet loud, bossy, and stubborn on how things roll. You're a daydreamer, yet a deep thinker. You sit back and observe everything, and it appears to many that you're not paying attention, but you are. In preschool, teachers would often catch you staring off into space while sitting on the carpet during circle time, but you were actually paying attention, taking in everything, probably wondering what the meaning of life was. Teachers have also told me that you think on a level unlike most of your peers. He's going to find the cure for cancer, your second grade teacher often said. Another dichotomy, so very smart, but hates school. Why? According to you, the subjects they teach mostly don't apply to real life. They should be teaching social skills, how to reduce stress, how to balance a checkbook. You are not wrong. Then you question everything. Why it doesn't make sense your bedtime doesn't get later every year just because you get older. You are curious. You even question authority when things don't make perfect sense to you. You want answers. Teachers have mentioned that most of your arguments have valid points. You stand up for what you believe is fair. This quality will serve you wonderfully as you get older, and it's a quality I admire so much in you. Ben, have a purpose in life. This is very important. Your purpose gives meaning to your life. There are so many decisions in life. May you have the courage and good judgment to make good choices in your life. Be interested in everything. Make a difference. Don't sit back and watch. Go for it. Take risks. Be involved. Help people. Help the planet. May you have the self-esteem to move towards whatever goals you set and live to see your world fulfilled. Finally, may you be blessed with a long, happy, and healthy life. We love you so very much and couldn't be more proud of you. Come on, give me some love.
And now to lift and dress the Torah, it's a pleasure to welcome back your Uncle Matt and your brother William. Would you rise, please? Who's lifting? You're going to hold by here. Yes, I'll sit down with you.
seated. Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftarah, the additional and prophetic portion read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This afternoon's Haftarah comes from the prophet Ezekiel.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar binviim tovim v'ratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher batorah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nviei ha'emet v'tzedek. Vayomer Yirmiyahu haya divar Adonai elai lemor hinei chanam el ben shalom dodha ba'ilecha lemor kinei lecha et sadi asher ba'anatot ki lecha mishpat hageula liknot vayavo elai Hanam el ben dodi kidvar Adonai el chatzar hamatzara vayomer elai kinei na et sadi asher ba'anatot asher be'eretz Binyamin ki lecha mishpat hayrusha ulecha hageula kinela va'eda ki divar Adonai hu va'ekne et hasadeh me'et chanam el ben dodi asher ba'anatot va'eshkalalo et hakesef shiv ashkalim va'asara hakasef va'echtov ba'sefer va'echtom va'aed edim va'eshkol hakesef b'moznaim va'eka et sefer hamiknat et hechatum hamitzvah v'chahukim ve'et hagaloi. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim melech haolam tzor kol haolamim sadik bechol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayem shekol divarav emetz v'tzedek al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al yom haShabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha lichavod ultifaretz al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim la umvarchim ota yitbarach shemcha befi kol chai tamid le'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
It is now time for us to return the Torah to the Ark and to open the Ark doors together with Ben. It's a pleasure to welcome forward his godmother, Patty, and I'd ask everyone to rise, please. Go over and open the Ark with us.
Shalom, Hashivenu Adonai
may all be seated. It is now time for Ben to be our teacher and to share his thoughts about this day, his Torah portion, and what it means to take his place as a bar mitzvah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you all for coming to the temple and joining me on this very special day, the day I become a bar mitzvah. I am becoming a bar mitzvah not only because my parents want me to, but also because I am proud to be Jewish, and I want to have this special memory forever. I think it's important to follow through on the tradition of becoming a bar mitzvah because a lot of people in today's society are disregarding Jewish culture and denying events such as the Holocaust even occurring. So I think it's important to spread Jewish culture throughout generations ahead so people will not forget about Judaism. My Torah portion is Parashat Bereshit. Bereshit is the first word of the Torah, whose name translates as in the beginning or at first. Bereshit is also the first weekly Torah portion in the annual Jewish cycle of Torah reading. Bereshit tells us how God created the heavens and earth and everything in it in 6 days, which included the plants, animals, and human beings. It states that God rested on the seventh day of creation, which is how the Sabbath was created. My Torah portion continues with the story of Adam and Eve. God placed these two first human beings in the Garden of Eden, who went on to have two sons named Cain and Abel. Cain then killed Abel. Many generations later, God saw that human wickedness on earth was increasing. God regretted his decision to create humans and grieved deeply. God then decided to destroy everything on earth except for Noah and his family. One lesson I learned from my rabbi is the meaning behind the letter Bet, which Bet is the first letter in the entire Torah, and here's why. The Bet is similar to a square shape. It is closed off the top, bottom, and the back, except the Bet has an opening facing forward. This design of the letter tells us not to wonder about what might be up above us in the heavens, or wonder what might be down below either. Bet also tells us not to look backward, since we cannot change what has happened in the past, but instead to only look forward and focus on the future and ahead. I tend to look backwards a lot, but the story of Bet relates to me by reminding me that I shouldn't analyze the past choices I've made or moments I regret, but instead it reminds me to try the best I can do to better the future for me and for others, and to be a visionary thinker. This lesson reduces all anxiety that has happened in the past by imagining life as an empty canvas or a new beginning, and the days ahead are to fill up the canvas with a whole new story. For my bar mitzvah project, I decided to become involved in several organizations that are important to me. The first one is the Friendship Circle at Lifetown in Livingston, New Jersey. It is a recreational and therapeutic facility for children with special needs. I volunteered there on Sunday morning this past winter and spring. For example, one thing we did was record our voices for children who cannot read. The second organization I volunteered at is the 11th Hour Rescue, an animal shelter in Roxbury, New Jersey. There I read to dogs, filled water bowls, and provided comfort for animals who have been abandoned and are waiting to be adopted. I began volunteering there over the summer and will continue through the upcoming months. I don't intend to stop going to the 11th Hour Rescue, as I really enjoy the time spent there and getting to know the dogs and their personalities. My final mitzvah project is my volunteer work for the Cure for IBD. Many of you have received my email regarding it. I've decided to make a difference in the fight against Crohn's disease and the ulcerative colitis by becoming a fundraiser in the Cure for IBD community. This cause is very important to me. My godmother, Patty Kaufman, has struggled with this disease for most of her life. Her strength, kindness, and positivity has had a big impact on me. I'm trying to raise money so that a cure is found. So far, we have raised almost $1,300, thanks to everyone's generosity. In addition, I've participated in a fund run walk for this cause and plan to attend all further fundraising opportunities. When I'm a Jewish adult, I will continue going to the temple ceremonies during Jewish holidays and celebrating them as well. Also, if I ever have children on my own, I will want them to become Jewish. I will raise them Jewish. I would like to thank Cantor Berman for preparing me for this special day, as well as the Rabbi Mosnitsky. This wouldn't be possible without both of you. I've also known both of them since I attended Mountaintop, the preschool here at Temple Har Shalom. I would like to thank my relatives, brothers, and friends for supporting me, and not for just my bar mitzvah, but for my whole life. Most of all, I would like to thank my parents. You kept me organized with my work and made me stay on top of my Hebrew studies and cared for and supported me throughout my life. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. Now, the topic of support brings us to my personal blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. Thank you for having wonderful friends and family who support me. Thus, it strives me to achieve success with ease. Amen.
So Ben, I think you can start breathing again. Is this good? You're feeling relieved, I hope, and I hope very proud, because you should. Because you have influenced many people here today. You have reminded us about what's important in life. You've brought family and friends together. You've reminded us that it's always important to celebrate joyous occasions. Too often we find excuses not to do so. And you showed us what hard work and perseverance can bring, and also how you can adapt to changing circumstances. You did that all. And in your short 13 years, you have taught those of us with many more years quite a lesson. So thank you.
Thank you.
It gives us such joy to be here and share the Bima with you. We do remember well your days in Mountaintop, and it is hard to imagine that that same little boy is now right here on the Bima, and very soon, sooner for the cantor, but very soon for me as well, we'll be looking up to you, just like we do to Will. So mazel tov to you.
Thank you so much.
So we have a few gifts to give you, and there's been a very special man on the Bima with us. He's a member of our board, an officer of a congregation, and I know that he enjoys being on the Bima as much as we enjoy having him, and that is Ken Newman.
Let's just switch positions here.
All right.
This is my better side. First of all, I want to congratulate you, Ben. You did a great job in reading Torah and reciting a Haftorah. I know you were a little nervous when we started, but as you started to get going, you did fantastic, and you should be very proud of yourself. One of the things that your mom had said was the fact that you question things, and that's a great thing. That's something you should continue to do, as well as all of us should continue to do. We shouldn't accept what goes on necessarily today. We should always question it, because it makes the world a better place for all of us. On behalf of the Board of Directors, Temple Har Shalom, I want to wish you and your parents and your family a hearty mazel tov. It's my honor today to present you some special gifts from your synagogue to commemorate this occasion. The first is a beautiful certificate that commemorates the day. The second is a Kiddush cup, which you're able to use both well, it's not there, it's in here actually, but it's representative, right? Kiddush cup that will hopefully you use last night and today, and hopefully you'll remember the sweetness of the day. A one-year team membership to the JCC of Bridgewater, a JNF certificate of a tree that was donated or planted in your behalf in Israel, and that was donated on behalf of the sisterhood, and my favorite, which is a $250 gift certificate towards a URJ Youth Israel program. So we look forward to continuing. We look forward that you continue your Hebrew education here at Temple Har Shalom. We hope you do that. But most importantly, we wish you and your family and yourself much success and happiness in the future, and continue to question what's going on today.
Thank you. And Ken is a Cubs fan, just in case you're wondering.
The Yankees are down 3-2.
Okay. Well, I think we've arrived at Ben's favorite part of the service, and that's as we prepare to conclude. So we're going to turn to page 586, please, for the Aleinu. to open the Ark doors. It's a pleasure to welcome forward his Papa Robert and Linda to open the Ark doors, and I'd ask you to rise, please.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשם כגויי ארצו, ולא שמענו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר היה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May God bless you and keep you.
יאיר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
May God shine upon you and always be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך ויעשה לך שלום. Shalom.
May God grant you now a long life with spiritual, mental, and physical well-being, as we all say, Amen. Go back to your chair, remain standing. I do ask that you please remain standing, because whenever we come together as a congregation, even in the most joyous of occasions, we always pause to remember those who are no longer physically present with us, but who are very much alive within our hearts and with our memories. It is a most important act as we remember that none of us come to these moments alone, and we all stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. Most specifically, I draw your attention to the list of family members, Ben's cousin, great aunt, and great grandparents, all of whom we recognize this day and know that they are sharing this time with us. As a community, we always remember those of the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel. And always, because we want no mourner to ever have to stand alone, we recite the Kaddish prayer together. It can be found on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad divra kirutei v'yanlich malchutei, v'hayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'hagala uvizman kari v'yimeru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam amei amaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha brichu, Le'olam mim kol berchata v'shirata, tushvachata v'nechamata, damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba mim shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all of those who mourn, and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say,
Amen.
Amen. And you may be seated. We know that you will now be departing our sanctuary to begin the festivities in Ben's honor, and we hope that you will go in safety and return in safety, and soon come back to our congregational family to celebrate many more happy Jewish events in your lives. And now, Ben, I'm going to invite you to come on up. I'm going to invite forward all your cousins, Olivia, Julian, Johnny, Claire, Eleanor, and Harrison, to come on up. You don't have to do a thing but help eat the challah. Just stand with your cousin. And I think here comes Olivia. Here she comes. Come on up. Okay. Good girl. All right, Ben, hold up the Kiddush cup, and here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim.
Have some juice. Okay, you ready to eat? Here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please feel free to get up out of your seats and wish each other a Shabbat Shalom.